Every Saturday. So just a reminder, I know that it's been very intense afternoon, but I just ask if people are presenting, if there's questions going on, please don't talk. It's a little distracting for people, so I just ask if you show the same respect for the people up here that you would want from people sitting out there. So I'll hand it over to the nearby guys. Good luck.
Good afternoon, I'm Kier.
I'm Richard.
I'm Sanjay Thompson.
And we are nearby. We want to ensure that you know exactly what's happening around you at every moment.
So, what is the problem? Today, most streaming services are flooded with overseas and third-party content, making it impossible for you to find local streamers that have information that you actually care about. This overload with foreign streams makes it harder for local heroes to shine, and it's not really a personalized experience. The solution? Nearby is a streaming service that allows you to stream within a certain geographical area, making it so that the content that you see is content that you actually care about. Nearby's target market consists of two main groups, content creators and content consumers. What content creators are looking for is recognition for streaming. Obviously, when people put themselves out on the internet, they want people to see that they're streaming. If they go to a popular party, they want people to know in their community that they were popular enough to get into that party, which is exactly what our service offers. And for content consumers are looking for a view into someone's personal life or social event. With our app, they can, if they're looking for something to do on Friday night, maybe they want to go to a new cafe that's opening. With Nearby, if the cafe is streaming their opening, they can see what's going on, and if they like it, then they can go.
Okay, so the live streaming industry is growing exponentially. More and more people are turning to their mobile devices for entertainment, and the internet video streaming industry is expected to grow to at least 80% of all consumer internet traffic by 2019. Live video streaming will account for is expected to see a 33% rise by 2019, and by the end of this year, mobile video will account for over 50% of online video consumption. So there is and will be plenty of room for us to grow, and as the demand for more genuine material increases, the live streaming market will continue to see major growth. Now, Richard just touched on, Richard just touched on our target market, and another segment of our target market that can benefit from Nearby is the business owners. Now, to understand how Nearby can benefit business owners, you need to understand this. Nearby is a unifier. Nearby can bring you and your business closer to your community by making you the star of that community. People are loyal to businesses that are transparent, genuine, and that they have a close relationship with. And Nearby gives you the opportunity to interact with your current customers and also your potential customers. Now, this is one thing that our competitors lack. Periscope, Ustream, YouTube, and Meerkat, all of these competitors make it difficult for you and your business to stand out. So, for example, let's say that you want to announce a new product that you're coming out with. If you go to an application like Periscope, your message might not be able, you might not get the most of that experience because your message might be lost within the diatribe of information that comes from all over the world. So Nearby really gets you engaged with your community, and you get to be able to build a certain trust within that community. Now, how does Nearby differentiate from our competitors?
So what makes Nearby different than the competition? Well, if we compare Nearby to YouTube and Periscope, you see that they both suffer from similar problems that could be solved through the use of Nearby. For content creators, YouTube has become a platform of high production video and streaming, which creates an unfair barrier to entry. Whereas with Nearby, since we are new, we allow people, and since it is within a local community, it allows people within that community to set the standard for streaming. And for Periscope, it is flooded with overseas, and since it is associated with Twitter, it is flooded with Twitter content, drowning out content creators' content. And for content consumers, obviously, they have different needs. For them, YouTube has become a platform similar to cable television, where you have to commit a certain amount of time to watching and browsing video. Whereas with Nearby, You just turn it on and you can watch it for 5 minutes or 5 hours. That's the beauty of it. Since it's slightly less lower quality because people within that community set the standard, the entertainment time ranges with amazing results.
So the points that Richard and Sanjay just discussed, live streaming is not new. The question is, how are we going to compete? To answer that, we need users. So let's use the AA triple R method, otherwise known as pirate metrics. We discussed with the fellow last Saturday to do with the financial state of speech. And this helps design customer acquisition and life cycle management strategies. So firstly, the acquisition stage. Through content marketing, SEO ratings, in addition to creating branded content on our social media platforms, we're going to quickly introduce the nearby concept. Activation of the customer will begin by developing an attractive landing page with a sign-up form for early beta. We can use low-cost strategy to engage early adopters and start the customer conversion process relatively early and in a cheap fashion. We need them coming back too. Retention is quite easy as we're going to create curated blog content in addition to utilizing the lean startup methodology to constantly tweak our user experience, which will prove effective in the long run. Tell them their buddies too. Referrals in this process will be done through a referral program, improving our brand experience to generate word-of-mouth chatter about nearby, which is the most effective way of spreading the word about a new concept or app. We ultimately want their money. Any startup wants and frankly needs money. Our monetization strategy is through ads and sponsorships.
The main channels of this app would be marketed through social media. Social media is the face of any new brand being established in today's world. People tend to be bounded to social media, so by using this to our advantage, we are able to produce the channel of social advertising. These major platforms would create fields where this app could be exposed to the audience that's interested in what Nearby has to offer. And as Nearby becomes more visible, people will be interested in learning about Nearby. Our social media presence will drive traffic to Nearby effectively.
So the vision we have as a team is to market nearby service to local businesses, big and small, with the overall goal of them providing their content to audiences locally, driving traffic and eventual sales from our user base. They would post their content nearby, purchasing a subscription, then use our platform to engage with local customers, hopefully making us look like this one day.
Let's get rid of the stand though.
Sweet job. Let's run through the basic revenue model. The app itself will be free. The partnership developed with local businesses will entail them paying a fee, as I mentioned, to distribute their content viewable by nearby users within their defined radius. So if you're in their designated radius, you will see their content. So to start making money, we have to develop something great. Firstly, nearby users will be anonymous. Mapping and geolocation will be used as a prime method for engaging the customer as a newly adopting user. As well, interactivity with the content is encouraged, so the basic vote system, comment, and other engagement tools will be in effect. So here's a quick peek at what Nearby's main user experience will look like, at least for the beta version, so the MVP initially released. Currently, the engineer I've been working with on this concept has this pretty much done. We're looking to distribute the MVP very soon in people's hands. As well, there would be the back-end business analytics for the advertiser to gain insight around what they have to do to make revenue off Nearby.
The response to Nearby has been absolutely amazing. 74% of the people are interested in this concept, and 94% said they would use Nearby. And 77% of the respondents were both males and females between the ages of 12 to 18. And here are some things that people said.
Okay, so guys, in the interest of time, we would like to thank you for listening to us. And if you have any more questions about, if you have any more questions about,
You did a survey. I'm gathering those were with general users. Did you talk to businesses at all?
Could you repeat that?
Did you talk to any businesses at all, the ones that you would be approaching to pay for advertising? No? Okay. So you need
We
to.
just prepared a simple survey and posted it online, and then we just got the responses from all those who might be interested in it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think strategically, I'm thinking when you're going after businesses for funding, if you will, for them to put money in, they're going to measure a yes or no based on how far their money goes, right? So the concept of being nearby means we're restricting the extent of how much their money can go. So maybe I didn't interpret that right, but that was confusing to me, right?
But on platforms like YouTube, the reason why local companies don't advertise on that is because it's so broad.
Right.
Like you can adjust. It's not necessarily restricted because you can adjust how far you want it.
Right.
Like I was watching TV one day and I saw a commercial for a convenience store in Muskoka for some reason, and they were wasting money because I'm not who they're targeting. If they want to target a certain audience, then they should be able to set the range of where they want so their money's not going to waste somewhere else.
And also, if you look at like simple businesses, like simple mom and pops, if they come up with new products or services, it's very difficult of them. It's very difficult for them to navigate through all of the different content on social media. So even if they document their businesses, explain what they do and so forth, if they post that to like Periscope or YouTubers or all of the other online platforms, they might not get their message out to the people in their community, which is ultimately what they really care about. I mean, it's great if people in other countries hear, but it's important to have people in your community knowing that you're there and committing to you.
I think it's a really interesting idea because as people are cutting their cable connections, they're losing the local advertising. So I think it's interesting, but I definitely would recommend as the next step talking to some of the businesses because there's lots of people that are selling them everything from yellow pages and print publications to the website advertising and all the rest of it. So you really want to get a good sense of what they would be looking for and what they'd be willing to pay for.
That's it. Okay,
Thank you guys.